Finn is licking his butt right now. So, yeah. Hello, beautiful friends and book lovers. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for checking out this video today. I am coming at you with my full non-spoiler book review on The Other Misses, written by Mary Kubica, followed with a spoiler book chat for those of us that have read. If you are new to my channel, I do 2 read with me's a month. The Other Misses was for the first half of April, and then An Anonymous Girl, which I wish I should have had it right here so I could show you, but I don't. I'll just put a little bit of a picture of it here. That didn't even make sense. Whatever, you guys know what I mean. So I'm gonna read that one next if you wanna read that with me. But today, we're gonna chat about all there is to know about this amazing freaking book. If you watched my first half of this, where I was talking about all my thoughts on the first half of this video, you're probably like, you literally have the same makeup on and the same clothes. That's because I had to finish this that day. That's how freaking good this story is. Let's just go ahead and talk about the non-spoiler premise of this book, give it a quick review, give it some quick ratings, because I really just need to get into the spoiler book chat part of this book, because like I need to tell you guys my thoughts. So The Other Misses is about a woman named Sadie who is married to a guy named Will, and they have 2 kids, and who are, one's a teenager, Otto, and then the other, Tate. He's like a little boy, like 7 or 8. And the story starts off with Will, the husband. His sister, whose name I'm blanking on, she dies. And what happens is Will and Sadie inherit Will's dead sister's house and the custody to her daughter, Imogene. So Imogene is 16-ish, I think, and she's got a bad attitude about her. Now you may be thinking, well, you just said her mom died, so yeah, she probably have a bad attitude, which she does, but she also just doesn't want Will and Sadie and the family at the house with her. Now I should say that the family, Sadie and the family, packed up. They were living in Chicago, and then they moved to Maine so they could have custody of Imogene and start living in the house. So right when the family moves, one of their neighbors gets murdered, which is not a spoiler. That's how the book starts. And that's pretty much what gets the book rolling, because right after that, as a reader, you are sitting here thinking, what is going on in this story? This is definitely a psychological thriller. So you guys know I love thrillers. It's pretty much like all I read. And this got me out of a reading slump that I was in, you guys. This is so good. It is so fast paced. And the ending is, I was just gonna say pretty sweet. I don't even know. I feel like I just babble on and on, like whenever I'm excited about something. And I had to film this right when I was done reading it, because like I needed you guys to like hear my excitement for it. So I bought this off of Amazon. I'm pretty sure it was like on sale too. So I'll try and find the exact link that I bought it from. I believe I usually try to buy paperbacks because they're cheaper, but I don't think the paperback for this version comes out until August. So yeah, but if you need a fast-paced book or thriller, or if you're trying to get into thrillers, I recommend this, guys. It is really, really good. So I'm gonna start talking with some spoilers. We're gonna go ahead and just jump into the book chat that contains spoilers. So if you've read this book and you wanna hear my thoughts and we can chat about it, keep watching. If you haven't read, I'd probably stop here so you don't get anything ruined for you. Okay, so in my first video for this book, I was talking about pretty much the predictions that I thought, only being halfway. So if you watch that video, I'm just gonna sum it up. I pretty much said that I felt like Camille had moved to where they are now, and she was dressing up as Sadie, and that Morgan had seen Will and Camille having like the affair, and she was gonna tell Sadie, and then Camille was like, no, you're not, and then offed her. Obviously, I was way off, seeing as though Sadie is Camille, Camille is Sadie, Mouse is Sadie, Sadie is Mouse. That part was crazy for me. Okay, so I definitely thought towards the end of the book that Mouse was Sadie as a child. However, I didn't think it was gonna be a whole split personality disorder. That part was crazy. And I really feel like Mary did a great job setting the tone for like Jeffrey and Morgan did have the stepdaughter, and like that's definitely Mouse. That makes sense because she kept saying like fake mom. But as I kept reading, I was like, Sadie has never ran into Jeffrey and Morgan's daughter. We've never like seen her in the book. Something's off here. And I felt like that twist at the end of the book was freaking crazy. I'm talking so much, I need a quick sip of water. Okay, so can we just go ahead and talk about how I hated reading from Will's point of view towards the end of the story, because I literally just hated him. I hated that he was like, yeah, I pretty much just liked Camille so much more than I actually liked Sadie, because she was wild and carefree, and she did, you know, the killing for me when he got, you know, accused of sexual harassment or whatever. I just couldn't stand him. Like, who in their right mind would live with their wife who they definitely know is struggling with a personality disorder and just like not say anything because it benefits them? Like, how freaking selfish. And just like, oh my God, I could not stand him. Okay, so this is probably the part that I'm most excited for, because while the book was great and it did have a lot of twists and turns, let's just talk about the ending. I don't want to sound ignorant because I don't know. When I was reading the book, I was like, that seems a little bit far-fetched. But so it's obvious that like Sadie has these like personality disorders, right? So the police knew about them and she just gets to keep her kids at the end. Like, I don't know if as a reader we're supposed to decide that, like, I think it just leaves it open-ended for us, right? Like, so we can either go about it two ways. We could think Will got blamed for the murders and they know that like Sadie is going to be medicated now and all is going to be fine and dandy. So you could take it like that way if you wanted to. Or you could take it the way I initially took it, was when I was reading, I'm like, wait, so you're just going to trust this lady who, like, she has split personalities. So she's done some crazy stuff when she was in some of her other personalities. So you're just gonna like trust that she can up and move to California with Imogene, Otto, and Tate and all is gonna be fine and dandy. Like, no, that wouldn't happen. I don't think she would get custody of all of these kids because she would be seen as like an unfit mother. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what you guys thought about that. I thought that that was like a little unrealistic given everything that did happen in the story and everything that like Camille and Sadie did. Let me know your thoughts. All in all, I thought it was a really good book. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads, and I am going to give it a 9 out of 10 for my personal rating, just for the mere fact that like it wasn't, with that little bit of the ending, I was kind of like, I don't know. I see maybe Mary Kubica was like trying to give it like an open-ended view where you could think about the 2 point of views like I just did. But like for me personally, I love something that's just more like clear cut. But I definitely know that like a lot of people love the whole open ending, like take it how you want to take it kind of thing. So yeah, I loved reading this. Like I said, it was obviously fast paced. And it was just really good. So if you read this with me in the month of April, thank you so much. I am always chatting with you guys on my Bookstagram too. So I'm going to link that. Well, I'm going to put my name right here and then I'll put the link in the description below. I need some more water because I'm like talking so quickly. If you want to do the second read with me, I'm going to be reading An Anonymous Girl, pretty much starting soon. So yeah, I definitely think An Anonymous Girl is going to live up to the hype because I have not heard one bad thing about it. Not one. Not a single person. So yeah, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.